Off of play action, it's Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week. But when you go from 2nd to 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's James. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
For a Texans.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. He's going to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Well, we often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking...
And this is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now Jackson on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Jackson's pass.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Oh, eluding the tackle. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. But it's going to be second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back. Unsuccessfully.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
At the 50-yard
Well, there
line.
definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. We'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Baltimore.
On the option, it's Jackson. 1st down and more for Jackson. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down.
Baltimore.
They'll run with Dobbins. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. These two teams all tied after one. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of people call it a toss. a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
On second and goal, here's the option. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 1st and 10, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
31.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
He was brought down at the
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Now Jackson on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Jackson from the shotgun. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
At the Ravens' 41-yard line.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call, because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Watson off play action. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Go, go, go. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Yeah.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their two remaining timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And got his man complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to let it go again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Aaron Jones, incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
At the line of scrimmage. Results in a 4th down.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st down, James. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Play. 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
21-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here we go.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
And goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try again with Jones. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans draw a bit closer. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The 1st down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like there's a little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
He was covered by...
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
At the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the 50, it's Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
That's the way to make a play, kid.
Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Ravens 27, Texans 17.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On the ground, it's James. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here.
Number 20,
just a yard up to the 39.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Watson He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. On the option, Jackson will keep it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Jackson on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
The Texans
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And no, it's incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
On down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning it.
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and long.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Got some real estate inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Watson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Watson looks to throw again. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit. And time fading. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
First down.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Watson's.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Tied end.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8,
the line of scrimmage.
Are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. They'll go again with Dobbins. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Ravens on third down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the gun, Watson flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Watson from the gun, he'll throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught. Touchdown, Houston.
It's hard enough playing defense on any play. But when a player is able to keep a play alive with his feet, get outside of the pocket, and change all the angles of the receivers, that's more than difficult. Usually a big play results for the offense.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score, Ravens 34.
Down 2 scores, out of timeouts, a must recover if they're going to have any shot. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know.
He's got a man complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. Watson now to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now
second and 10 now from the 27. Now it's Watson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 2-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Baltimore, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Houston, they obviously fall to
it.